Hey guys, welcome to the fourth episode of my Roblox coding tutorials. In today's episode, I will be covering loops and the different types of them. So let's just begin quickly. So let's start off by adding a part to this and making it kind of like this, right? It doesn't matter. And let me just name it. Right. So let's add a script, right? So loops are basically kind of like a kind of function, right? Inside of it, we want the code to repeat multiple times, or forever. For like stuff like color changing, you know, like a part like the disco stuff, right? So so there's two different main types of loops that I will teach you about, which is the for loop and the while loop. So let's start off with the for loop. So the for loop will repeat a certain amount of times before ending and moving on to the next part of code. So the way to write a for loop is by writing for I equals 1. So we'll make a new variable, which is I, which will be equal to 1. And then we could do a 10 or whatever number you want, right? So what this does is it basically makes a variable and it sets it to 1, right? And then until it equals 10, it will do this thing, right? So we'll do print, let's print I, right? Because it's a variable. So if we do that, right, as you guys can see, it made all of that. That was way too quick though, right? It was all instant. So one fix for this is we could do task.wait, and then, or just wait, and then 0.2. Okay, anything you want. Right, as you guys can see now it does that until it's 10. Right? So basically this is very useful for stuff like that. So remember how I told you guys how to change the color of the part? Right, we could do that. So let's change this to 30. And then script.parent.birthcolor. Is equal to birthcolor.random, right? So for until so I will be equal to 1. And until it's 30, we will change the color of the part to something random every 0.2 seconds, right? So, as you guys can see, 30 times it will change the color of it. So, that's mainly what we could do with that. We could also, like that, right? So, another thing we could do, another loop actually type, is the while loop. So the while loop will is basically a loop that repeats the same number of code while it's true. So something like while 1 is equal to 1 do, so that will continue on forever, right? Another, if you want it to run forever fully, you could just do while true or while task.wait. So while true do, and then let's just do the bird color thing again. Dot equal to random, right? So the problem with this, it's gonna go on forever and it could crash your script. So if you want it to be like instant, you gotta do a task.wait, and because yeah. And then as you guys can see now, it's changing color very quickly and it will do this forever, right? Until the script until the script disables. So one thing, right? This is what we can do, right? So another thing we could do is check if something is true or false, right? So let's do while script dot parent, which is the part, of course, dot anchored is equal to true is equal to. Okay, guys, remember. So if you're doing a while loop or a if statement, then you have to make sure you use two if checking if two stuff are equal. But if you're setting something, you just use one equal sign, right? So while it's anchored, then we'll print anchored, and then let's do test dot wait, Okay, so now if we run this, it won't do anything. So now if we run this and it's anchored, right, it will keep doing that, and if we unanchor it, it will stop, right? So it's very useful, for different stuff. Okay, guys, well, that's it for today's episode. Thank you guys for watching. In the next episode, we will cover if statements, and then the episode after that, we'll cover events, which is when you could actually start making games playable, and you could actually start making normal games. Okay, so thank you for watching this video. Stay tuned and bye.